and welcome to the GA Huddle. My name is Carl Friedman. I'm the editor of Gaming America. Today we're joined with Neil Erlick. He's the Chief Corporate Development Officer at Nuvei. Neil, welcome to the Huddle.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Pleasure to be here.
Absolutely. I just wanted to kind of kick off with there's currently a lot of buzz going on about Nuvei with impressive Q2 results and completing the acquisition of Simplex. For the kind of uninitiated, can you just familiarize people about what Nuvei is and just give us a little background on the company?
Sure. Well, yeah, look, Nuvei is a large, publicly traded, we're a global payment technology company. We operate in over 200 markets around the world. And really our goal is to make the world a local marketplace. And we do that by connecting our customers with their customers. And how do we do that? Through a single platform and a single integration. We provide, like I mentioned, in 200 markets through 480 different alternative payment types, process in over 150 currencies. We've recently added 40 cryptocurrencies. So really what we do is we give clients all over the world the ability to not only accept payments, but also pay on the way out. So pay-ins and payout wherever they operate globally. And again, going back to that single integration stack, trying to simplify their life. Our clients are spending oftentimes millions of dollars advertising to attract new customers, to their properties, to their sites. So we want to let them focus on their business, and hopefully they have us trust them as it relates to anything payments related.
Yeah. In a previous interview you've done with us, you spoke about iGaming growth kind of pre-pandemic. Has that momentum sustained? And if so, what can you attribute that to?
Look, for us, iGaming is nothing new to our business. We've been doing it for a very long time. I've been in the iGaming space for over 20 years. The company's been there for close to 20 years. So this is nothing new for us. Pre-pandemic, we were extremely active in regulated markets around the world. Specifically as it relates to North America, I think absolutely you've seen not necessarily kind of a bump like you'd see in certain verticals and certain industries where there was a huge bump during the pandemic and then it would kind of disappear once, things start to get back to normal. But what I think has happened in the iGaming space is the TAM has increased, right? The total addressable market has increased. And we think that, it was a time when states realized they needed to get extra tax dollars. Here was a great way to do that. Start regulating that on a state-by-state basis. We've seen the same thing, obviously, recently with Ontario and Canada, with their own legislation trying to do the same. So we think that maybe what it's done is it's accelerated, the speed at which the market was going to open. And certainly the TAM is increased. So yeah, the momentum is incredible, as you know. I mean, you do this for a living as well, but the momentum, specifically in North America right now is incredible.
Yeah, I mean, just still touching on the U.S. market, what have been kind of the key drivers of success there? And at the same time, what are still the remaining challenges for U.S. operators when it comes to payment acceptance rates?
Look, the first thing you have to remember is the U.S. has opted to kind of go on a state-by-state approach. So every time an operator wants to go into a new state, it requires new licensing for them, right? From a payments perspective, new registrations in every state, new vendor registration every time we want to offer the services there. So it's always, there's a lot of heavy lifting just as we go and kind of get ready for each individual state, which we have done already. But as it relates to your question on the acceptance rates, there's still probably close to half of credit cards are failing, in the US for regulated iGaming. You probably have 15 to 20% of the debit cards that are still failing. So our approach has always been, we want to ensure that the operators have the best possible experience, and more importantly, that their customers have the best possible payment experience when they want their money in and when they want to receive their money, after they win. And so, things like alternatives such as account-to-account based payments, companies like Mazuma, which we've acquired and we can talk about. giving the flexibility and the alternatives to the customers and the operators, so that when someone's coming to their website, there's always a way for them to pay. It could be with their credit or debit card. It could be through their bank accounts, whether that's ACH Guarantee, or the Mazuma account to account. There's digital wallets like PayPal that are still available. There's prepaid cards that are out there. So our philosophy has been, we took the time to go and integrate every single relevant alternative payment method that's in the US market today, and give the merchants then the optionality, so that we can provide them with the highest possible acceptance rate when a customer comes to their site.
Yeah. Just touching on what you said about Mazuma, can you speak a little bit about that acquisition and how it's been pivotal to your growth strategy?
Sure. I mean, look, first and foremost, we love the product.
Yeah.
We think it's incredible, right? So if you think about what it is, it's really for customers who want to pay and get paid with their bank accounts. So, traditionally, if you wanted to pay with your bank account, it's a regular ACH transaction, which means you have to go and look for a checkbook, which a lot of people don't have anymore. Go find your routing. Exactly. So go find your checkbook, find your routing number, your checking account number. And then entering that in, you might make some typos, you might not, do it properly. There could be some issues. Or you see your bank logo, you click on it, you put in your username and password, and you make a deposit instantly.
Yeah.
And so when you think about the ease of use of that product, to do that, everyone knows how to log into their bank account. And then plus an exclusive relationship that Mazuma has with Plaid, you have access to over 11,000 banks in the US. 1 in 4 Americans today are used to using the Plaid interface. It's used on a variety of apps, across the US. So people are familiar with the interface. So there's comfort to that as well. So ease of use, the functionality of the product, the UI UX is far superior to what's out there today. And then you couple that with the money out. So we were now the first group to launch RTP, real-time payments. So for a customer who wants to receive their funds instantly, Mazuma is the first group in the US to do this for regulated iGaming. So when you combine that, that functionality on the way in with the functionality on the way out, plus, we talked about the vendor registrations in every state. Mazuma also gives us the money transmitting licenses across the state. So if we wanted to go and do that on our own, that could take years to put together. So, you accelerate that path from a money transmitting license, and then obviously the functionality that I just talked about for the product. And they have the relationships with most, if not all, of the tier 1 operators in the US. I mean, we think that adding a product like this to our product suite is certainly game changing.
And just from a consumer standpoint, is security and ease of use, are they kind of working more symbiotically now, or people are used to doing things digitally?
Yeah. For sure. Look, if you look at things like Venmo or Cash App, people are used to, using their bank accounts and logging in and sending money. In Canada, we have the same, sort of thing with, Interact e-transfers with what we do on a daily basis. I'm based in Montreal, so I say we, but so I think, customers are certainly used to, the interface that they see. Like I said, 1 in 4 Americans are used to the Plaid interface. So they have that comfort with it as ready. When they see the Plaid logo, they know it's secure. They're used to using it, so they feel comfort in the fact. And then again, when you couple it with a group like Nuvei, where you have all of the licenses that were required, so it's powered by us, so not only on a state by state basis, but everything that we have to go through, just from financial institutions, the security's there. And then obviously all the risk, internal risk systems, external risk systems that we have, certainly the customer should feel comfortable.
And lastly, you'll be at G2E this year, of course. What are you looking forward to most, being back at an in-person show, and especially at G2E, one of the biggest shows on the calendar?
Sure. I think, well, 2 things. One, you just said it. I think people are excited to finally be back at an in-person conference. It's been a long time for many people. So that's certainly exciting. For us, it's the first show that we're at, with Mazuma as part of the Nuvei family. So really showcasing the products, as one group. It's the first time we're able to do so. And lastly, we touched on the momentum that's happening right now in the US with the different states opening up, and in Canada with Ontario opening up. So it's certainly an exciting time Great time to have a show on the topic, and we're really excited to be there and see our clients, and hopefully everyone makes it there and out of there safely. But certainly exciting.
Right. Well, Neil, thank you very much for your time and giving us some background on Nuvei and all the exciting things that you're doing. And good luck at GJE.
Pleasure. Thanks again for having me. See you soon.
Thanks, Neil. Okay, talk to you soon. Thanks.